sellout crowd, nearly 60,000 at Three Rivers Stadium in Pittsburgh on a hot, muggy afternoon as these two great old rivals, the Steelers and Browns, get together. Chuck Noll, who was born in Cleveland, back for his 21st year as Steeler head coach, nearly lost his job a year ago after winning only 5 games. And Bud Carson, who was born near Pittsburgh in his first season as head coach of the Cleveland Browns. This is the 79th time these two teams have met, and let's take a look at the starting base offensive lineup for the Browns. On the offensive line, two-time Pro Bowl tackle Cody Rison battling a knee injury. He didn't practice all this week. The Browns begin with this lineup in the backfield. Kosar, the 6th active passer in the NFL. Newsome, the top receiving tight end in NFL history, back for his final season. When the Browns go to 4 wide receivers, Newsome and Jones go out. Brennan and McNeil come in. Backs, Brennan in motion. And Kosar with a pass for 5 yards to Webster Slaughter. He's driven back to about the 24-yard line by Dwayne Woodruff. Lineup. Willis is back after missing all of 1988. Little among the linebackers, the top tackler last year. In the secondary, Woodson developing into a top player. Rookie Carnell Lake from UCLA gets a start in his first pro game. Passing situations, the Steelers go to their dime defense. And for the Browns, the rookie. And he's sent to the right. And Metcalf makes a diving catch for a first down. Jones and Manoa now behind Kosar on 2nd and 7. And this one complete again on the sideline. Webster Slaughter just beyond the 40-yard line and short of the first down. Jones in motion. Manoa. Hit and driven back at the 40-yard line. Hardy Nickerson and Carnell Lake, the rookie, meeting Manoa at the hole and driving him back for a loss on the play.
Game stretch last season, Bubby became a big-time QB.
There you see the starting line. Ricketts, a rookie, will watch him, and Brister, the quarterback, that's his lineup in the backfield. And quickly, Worley, the rookie, out of Georgia, the All-American, bursts straight ahead for a Steeler first down, 12 yards. Cleveland defense now, the base is a 4-3 under Bud Carson. The defensive linemen love it, and they become the dominant unit on this Cleveland defense. In the secondary, Minifield remains one of the best corners in the game. Pro Bowler Hanford Dixon moved to free safety, but he could go back to the corner if Blaylock gets in trouble there. Merrill Hodge, as a fight breaks out, as you see. White Stone battling against Hanford Dixon, and Blaylock had been burned in the preseason 2 or 3 times. Brister hands it to Hodge, and Hodge fights his way forward into Cleveland territory to about the 48-yard line before Robert Banks can make the stop. And 2, and here's the shotgun for the first time under Chuck Noll. Brister, pass knocked away, incomplete, a flag down. Intended for Lips, there's a penalty marker down as Minifield and Wright converged on Lewis Lips at the Cleveland 40. Carter in motion. Brister pumps and then is taken down at midfield. Robert Banks got through to sack Brister for the first Cleveland sack of the game. 19. Brister going deep, intended for Stone. He can't get there. And a flag down again. It was Hanford Dixon that grabbed his arm just as the pass was sailing by.
Get over, he really...
Interference, 29.
Passes, no touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Brister heaves it, intended for, I don't know who, there wasn't anybody close. Dwight Stone may have been the closest Steeler to it, and he was 20 yards away. Brister felt the pressure and just threw it away. Defensive line, Hall and Griffin in the backfield, 6 defensive backs. Browns have it 3rd and 4. Cleveland with 4 wide receivers. Kosar delivers quickly, and Brennan makes the catch for a Cleveland first down out at about the 25-yard line. 6:42 left in the first quarter. Kosar wide open to Slaughter across the middle. He's short of the first down to the 36-yard line, where he's covered by Thomas Everett. Kosar right back to pass. Almost intercepted. Woodson had it and couldn't hold on to it. It's like he was surprised the ball came and he had it in his hands and saw it drop away. Brian Brennan was the intended receiver, but Woodson almost had the interception. His first one covered 33. Rod Woodson deep for the Steelers. Wagner with a good punt. Woodson backpedals and lets it hit at about the 5. And the Browns down it inside the 5-yard line. Get their own 5-yard line. Lips is in motion. A handoff to Worley. The ball's free, and the Browns have it for a touchdown. Clay Matthews, the veteran linebacker, pounced on it in the end zone, and Bud Carson's Browns get that defense going for the first touchdown of the game.
The free agent acquisition the Cleveland Browns made in this offseason. He knocks it loose, and there's Clay Matthews right there on the spot. A big play by Banks.
Banks, the free agent, coming over from the Oilers, making the play as Worley fumbled.
Well, he came untouched that time, folks. Wolfley blocked down. No one laid a hand.
Robert Banks made the play that led to the touchdown, shaking the ball loose from Tim Worley. And Cleveland with a 7-0 lead after Clay Matthews recovered the fumble for the touchdown. Hill into the game for the Steelers, head wide to the left. 2nd and 6. Blitz in motion. Worley, maybe a yard. Fumbled again. And the Browns have it again. Let's see if the whistle had blown.
Well, let's see if we can see if it's when the fumble occurs. Worley comes up in the hole and has a good hit by Eddie Johnson, and he strips the ball loose, actually. Mike Johnson, actually just puts his arm in there and rips the ball away from Worley. Worley was lying.
Kozar fires a strike in the middle of the field, and it's complete. Making the catch, Reggie Langhorne, who is playing today despite having an appendectomy on August 23rd. Langhorne with that tough catch across the middle. Leeson is in motion. Kozar scrambles and is sacked at the 9. Greg Lloyd came up to take Kozar down. His protection started to break down when Tim Johnson had a good rush going from the defensive end spot. Kozar flips it for the end zone. Brennan can't get there. Goes to the sideline, and Barr is on to attempt a 27-yard field goal. And it splits the uprights. So far connects from 27 yards, and the Browns, taking advantage of 2 Tim Worley fumbles, break on top of the Steelers. One pass, that one fell incomplete. And they give it to Worley again, then it's a reverse to Lips. Lips looks for blocking, and he doesn't fool the Cleveland defense. They take the ball away. This is Grayson. Grayson for the Cleveland touchdown. Is wrecking havoc on the Steelers.
Well, I can understand how this could happen to Worley, being a rookie, having Mike Johnson steal the ball from him or Eddie Johnson. But here, to have a veteran Louis Lips just have it stripped and taken away from him by Grayson. The fans have to wonder if his progress wasn't stopped. Shouldn't the whistle have blown? But I don't think these guys are supposed to know. They need to wrap that football up. You'll see Louis Lips get hung up a little bit. Now look at Dave Grayson. David is grabbing the ball right out of his arms. Lips can't go anywhere. And Chuck Noll says, what do you do? I mean, I can't hold on to the ball for the guys. They have to keep it themselves. Like this, we'll see what they're made of.
From the shotgun, Brister intended for Lips, and a flag down. That'll be the 3rd pass interference call against the Cleveland defense.
Have gone incomplete anyway, had he not fouled him because it was so high.
Experimented free safety. 2nd and 10 for the Steelers. Brister 0 for 3. Running play, nothing. Dropped back at the 40 is Merrill Hodge. 5-yard loss on the play as Marlon Jones comes in to make the stop on Hodge just a second after he received the handoff. A big play, as have many members of this Cleveland defense so far. Brister in the shotgun. Scrambling, he's got plenty of room to run. He's going to go deep for the end zone. And it will be intercepted in the end zone. Intercepted by the Browns. Jason Johnson was streaking for the end zone. Mark Harper was covering him, and it was Harper that came up with the football as Brister throws his first interception of the '89 season, and the Browns will take over at their own 20-yard line on the touchback.
He's kind of pulling away a little bit and plays the ball beautifully right here. He just leaves the ground and makes a brilliant interception.
So an interception and 3 fumble recoveries for the Cleveland defense in the first quarter to nothing. Well, Joe, welcome back home to Western Pennsylvania. Beaver Falls just 28 miles away. This Pittsburgh team is a young team, falling behind 17-0 in the first quarter. What's that do to their confidence, and what do they have to do to recover?
Well, it nearly shatters their conference, or certainly can. What the defense has to do is pick up the momentum. The defense played well early on, then the offense had the turnovers. Let's hope they don't fall apart for Pittsburgh's sake. I know Coach Noel wants to see how they're going to react under this set of circumstances. Certainly rather not be in this situation, but his offense has got to get it together.
Cleveland with a 2nd and 9 from its own 21-yard line. Kosar scrambles and completes the pass to Manoah. Manoah across the 25 to the 26-yard line, where Brian Hinkle makes the tackle. Foot set way back. 3rd down play. Pass complete. Langhorne makes a 1st down catch across the 30-yard line. Dwayne Woodruff immediately takes him down, but it's a Cleveland 1st down. 17-0. Kosar pumps once and then goes deep. And the pass is complete to Brennan. Brennan out of bounds, just short of the 30-yard line. Brennan was all alone. Woodruff and Woodson had to recover to make the tackle, but not before it went for 38 yards to Brennan.
Don Maynard, a Hall of Famer, was a treat for me to work with.
Penalty markers down. It appeared the Steelers were offside. Eric Metcalf carries for short yardage before Tim Johnson, who looked like he jumped offside, will cause the play to come back. Points. They still lead 17-0. 11.5 minutes left in the second quarter. 1st down, Browns. The ball spotted at the 19 of Pittsburgh. Jones stopped at the 16-yard line by Aaron Jones, and the wide receivers to either side. Kosar's pass complete. Down to the 3-yard line. Langhorne with another catch across the middle, splitting Woodruff and Griffin for a 1st down grab. 3rd and goal now from the 1. A little light rain coming down. Off it in the end zone and incomplete. The pass intended for McNeil, and Carnell Lake, the rookie, who has drawn a lot of attention from Kosar today, makes the play for the Steelers. Forced the Browns to settle for a field goal. Barr's attempt is up, and from 20 yards, it's good. So the Cleveland Browns drive down the field to add to their lead. It's now 20-0 Browns. Steelers looking for their first 3rd down conversion. This is their 3rd attempt. High snap on the shotgun. Brisker pulls it down, but that's all they could do, as he is sacked back at the 30-yard line by Clay Matthews. Brister told us yesterday that this shotgun used by the Steelers for the first time was an adventure. He'd gotten some snaps like that, and he got one at an inopportune time. 6 defensive backs. Kosar buying some time now. Flips it complete to Manoah. Manoah has a 1st down all the way to midfield. Tim Manoah, who was the safety valve on the play, lost his helmet, but picked up a crucial 1st down on 3rd and 20.
Able to find a way to buy time. He's not quick, he's not fleet, not agile, but he's smart, and he knows when to unload it. He knew where the line of scrimmage was. Manoah smartly waiting out by the sideline, and well, he picked up a big 1st down. I'll tell you, Pittsburgh, to me, hasn't been playing that poorly on defense especially, but Cleveland has certainly had things go their way.
Manoah him down at the 45-yard line. 1st down for the Browns there. Kosar looks deep. Slaughter's got it at the 5. Slaughter had beaten Rod Woodson on the play, and the Browns will have it 1st and goal at the 5 after a 50-yard pass. Kosar to Slaughter.
Kosar may be pumped. Nope, he doesn't have to. And I'll tell you, Slaughter just turned inside, then left Rod Woodson in his wake, or the old stop-and-go pattern once again. Did with his defenses and expected the same from Pittsburgh.
3rd and goal for the Browns at the Steeler 3. On the ground, stumbling forward and getting in for the touchdown, yes or no? Yes, Tim Manoa. Manoa just broke the plane of the goal line with a football as he went to the turf, and the Browns have scored again. The Cleveland Browns drive 70 yards in 7 plays, less than 4 minutes elapse on the clock, and the Cleveland Browns turning it into a rout with a 27-0 lead and 3:28 left in the first half. Carter and Johnson in for 4 wide receivers on third down. Brisker is sacked again. Taken down at the 15-yard line, Carl Big Daddy Hairston. Or defensively has gone very well for the Steelers in the first half. Newsom's punt is a high punt. McNeil from the 45. Dodges one tackler and has got some room. McNeil to the 30. Stumbles forward and is out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Gerald Williams made a saving tackle for the Steelers as McNeil took it back upfield, and the Browns will threaten again before halftime. 43-yard kick. McNeil brought it back 42.
Well, Stone, number 20, just couldn't bring down the elusive McNeil, and I'm surprised that Newsom made a good play here because McNeil in the open field is very tough to get a handle on. Newsom just took a...
Third down for the Browns, 3rd and 8 from the 12-yard line of the Steelers. 58 seconds left. Tough piece of running by Jones, who totes it inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line. Rod Woodson gets him down finally. Jones was hit behind the line, scrambled forward for a gain on the play. We'll go. Make it officially 28, and it's good. Matt Barr connects on another field goal, and the Cleveland Browns continue to pile up the points. Bud Carson, in his first game as a pro head coach, sees his team jump out to a 30-0 lead in the first half.
The stadium will go nuts. Got to take a long shot.
And he will. He completes it to Hodge. Hodge is going to try to get out of bounds and does at about the 47-yard line.
Time to get it to him.
20 seconds left. Second down play for the Steelers. Brisker sacked at the 40-yard line. Blaylock came on a blitz, and Brisker is sacked for the 3rd time in the first half. And as he grew, he lifted the team with him. This is the last play of the half for the Steelers, drawing a penalty. And Brisker throws it as far as he can. Up for grabs and intercepted by the Browns. Second interception of the first half. I think it was Mark Harper that came down with it. The home opener has turned into a sour note here at Three Rivers Stadium before a sellout crowd. The Cleveland Browns dominating on both sides of the football. Stop the ball at the 10. The Steelers have it with a first down. Bubby Brister, a ragged first half. The offensive line struggling. This is Worley, fumbles again. The 3rd fumble of the day for Tim Worley, and the Browns have it at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
Keeps driving, but he forgets to hold on to the ball. And his enthusiasm to try and get something going here, he just gets stripped of the ball by, who is that? That looks like Mike Johnson once again, number 59. We'll see another angle, and Mike Johnson, 59, will get his hand in there right here and just strip the ball away.
You know, Tom Moore, the offensive coordinator, the 10-8 for the Cleveland Browns, trying to add to a 30-0 lead in the opening minutes of the 3rd quarter. Kosar completes it to the 5-yard line. Again, he picks on the rookie Carnell Lake as Ozzie Newsome makes the grab. Newsome now with a catch in 144 consecutive games. That consecutive record, 2nd in NFL history, only to Steve Largent from the 5-yard line. One thing we haven't had to worry about is the noise rule.
That's cold, Tom. That's very cold-blooded.
Manoa straight ahead, couple of yards. Nickerson makes the tackle in the middle of the Pittsburgh linebacking core with Manoa. Cleveland touchdown. Well, the fans are hungry to cheer for something, and a lot of them cheered the Cleveland touchdown.
Well, I'll tell you, that may have been the worst defensive effort I've seen by these Steelers so far. When you see a running back hit that hole, get in there standing up in the end zone against your goal line defense, there's something wrong. They've lost their enthusiasm, you might say. The Steelers are just, oh boy, I don't know whether they've fallen apart or what, but it sure does look like it. They've got to suck it up. They've got to get mean. Coach Noll wants to...
Cleveland points.
Or a coach that would know how to get these guys together. They're too good, I believe. They're professionals that are going to fight back. They'll play much better than this. In fact, they wouldn't be here in the first place if they played like this every week.
One thing for sure, they couldn't play much worse. Big Daddy Hairston sacks Bubby Brister and he converted a third down in the game. That one is intercepted. Intercepted for another Cleveland touchdown. David Grayson has his second touchdown of the game. Earlier, he took the ball away from Lewis Lips, ran it in from 29 yards out. This time, he intercepts a pass off the hands of Merrill Hodge and rambles into the end zone for his second touchdown, this one from 12 yards out.
I mean, the ball's just going to go through Hodge's hands and into Grayson's. I'll tell you who this does make happy. David Grayson's daddy is here at the game, who was an excellent free safety for the old Oakland Raiders, San Diego team that I played against. He made the trip from San Diego, so...
in the third quarter. Wow. Where's the eject button? 44-0. Completions, 3 interceptions for him today. That one knocked down, right back to Brister, who's tackled at the 2.
Hey, when things go bad, buddy, they're going bad. I mean, Bubby probably think, well, look, I'm going to catch a pass. Let me gain some yardage. No, he takes a loss catching the pass. But Baker on that left side, number 60, gets that big hand up there and knocks the ball back. And Bubby caught it. Now what do I do with it?
And Michael Dean took Brister down at the 2-yard. Took charge of the game in the first quarter. Brister completes one to Carter. Carter is to the 6-yard line. Rodney Carter on the 4th completion of the day for Bubby Brister. And Newsom will have to punt out of his own end zone. Ball on the 29-yard line of the Steelers. Brister's completed 5 of 14, 3 interceptions. Chased and dropped again. Another sack. I believe that's the 5th. Everybody getting in on the act. This time Andrew Stewart, the rookie out of the University of Cincinnati. 10 carries, 36 yards, 3 fumbles. Brister pumps once, completes it to Hodge. Hodge out of the backfield will be short of the first down across the 20-yard line. You'll see him here on NBC. Barry Redden is in the game for the first time for the Browns, and Redden gets the handoff. Redden coming over in a trade from the San Diego Chargers with his first carry in a Brown uniform. Thomas Everett on the tackle. The quarterback. But as Joe pointed out, taking no chances. Every play a running play the last couple of series. Metcalf. Stopped short of the first down by David Little. And a fight. Slaughter of the Browns fighting with someone, and there has to be a lot of frustration on the part of the Steelers, although I don't know who initiated this one.
Well, look at Bernie Kosar. He doesn't want Slaughter in there. Get him out of there. That's my top receiver, buddy.
Did you ever get in a fight?
Yeah, but not on a football field. Yes.
Here's Kosar wading right into the middle of the pileup as Woodson and Slaughter went after it, and now Slaughter tried to go back again after the fight had been momentarily broken up.
Well, here you see Webster Slaughter throwing a punch in the Rod Woodson's face mask, and Woodson trying to retaliate. I mean, they have helmets on. It's about stupid. To me, it's really a lack of discipline to see Webster Slaughter, any of these players, lose their cool out in the field. That's not a good example.
Barrett. And the Browns do pick up the first down as Barry Redden just does get enough for first down yardage. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Total yards 274 for the Browns and only 10 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Bud Carson told us as a head coach he was going to devote a lot of time, at least at the outset, to the defense. And I don't know whether it's his scheme, his coaching, the players, or a combination of all those factors. But if this first game is any indication, the Cleveland defense will be among the best in the NFL.
So I think the biggest, one of the biggest things Coach Noll's going to be upset with is the second half of football that the Steelers are playing.
And for the Cleveland Browns, of course, this opening game should be something to build on for them. They had a few question marks, and this certainly will be a positive influence on the Browns as they get ready to prepare to meet the Jets next week. Well, we're in the fourth quarter now, Joe, and Bernie Kosar is still in there, just handing off, granted, but still in the game as Oliphant almost broke it for a touchdown. Knocked out of bounds short of the 30-yard line.
Well, Oliphant hasn't had much of a chance this preseason, and now to show his stuff as a halfback each quarter.
Metcalf wrestled down by his jersey. Tim Johnson got a handful of number 21 and wrestled him down. Run. He's got a first down inside the 25 of the Steelers. The Browns to be very evident, and it is. Look at the yards passing by the Steelers, minus 23 to over 200 for Kosar.
Well, I guess you would have to start thinking about the entire offensive velocity, the completion percentage as well.
Draw play. Oliphant spins in for the touchdown. Oliphant, 21 yards for another Cleveland score.
Oliphant just up the middle here. A little delayed draw. David Little, number 50, gets blocked by Manoan. Here you see Oliphant spinning and breaking tackles. Broke Lake's tackle and was able to get in the end zone. Darn good running by Oliphant.
Well, we have passed the half-century mark now, and it's 51-0. We'll be right back to Three Rivers Stadium after these messages from your local station.
Using the shotgun more.
Brister is 7 for 17. He's had 3 interceptions. And almost had another sack. Got rid of it nicely to Carter. Carter caught and dropped at about the 36, 37-yard line. And another fight. Flags fly, and this is a good one. Michael Dean Perry was taking on all comers, and at one point he kicked somebody in the head. It was Chuck Lanza, the Pittsburgh center.
Pittsburgh's frustrated.
We have offsetting personal fouls. Number 60, Pittsburgh. 92 and 96, Cleveland are disqualified.
Well, the fans obviously didn't think it should have been offsetting. Brian Blankenship of the Steelers and Michael Dean Perry of the Browns become the third and fourth players to be ejected from the game. Let's see if we can spot what happened. There's the kick. It didn't amount to much.
There was a lot of paperwork, a lot of film work. You know, another thing, these guys get to watch their performance and practices in color. We used to have to watch it in black and white all the time.
You had to wait to get the film developed, too, didn't you?
Right
Now it's on tape. You can look at it right away. For Chuck Noll as head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Metcalf is almost taken for a safety. They'll mark his forward progress, I believe, out of the end zone. Just off the top of my head, I think this is the first Browns punt since the first quarter. Taken by Johnson. Can't get outside. Mike Oliphant, who's had a good game, wrapped him up. Just a 37-yard kick. But Oliphant's done a good job offensively and on special teams today. At least get some points. Brister sacked again, back at the 40-yard line. Clifford Charlton gets a sack. He beat Ray Wallace, the back who was held in to try to block. And for the 6th time today, the Cleveland defense gets a sack on Bubby Brister.
To go out on the field and do the job.
This is a 4th down play. Brister again has good time, and he finds his target inside the 20-yard line. Weegee Thompson gets his first reception, but he's going to be short of the first down, and the ball will go over to the Browns. Harry Redden. Good run by Redden to the 30, and enough for a first down.
Tackle up at Cleveland against Seattle, I believe.
Hagel does have a pretty good arm. In fact, he was an outfielder on the Arizona State National Championship baseball team.
Strong arm.
In fact, he set 7 passing records when he was with the Sun Devils of Arizona State.
And I know that he felt that pressure coming into this game, but boy, what a major relief this score is for him. Oh boy, another fumble.
Picked up by the Browns. Derek Hill fumbled it, and it was picked up by Thane Gash, and Brister said, "I can't believe it."
Well, let's see. You judge for yourself. Is he? No, he's not down before that ball hits. I'll tell you what, I was looking over my notes, Tom, and in the preseason, you know, that instant replay rule was enforced only 4 times out of 59 games they had reversals.
There's the replay booth. The replay official today is Al Sabato.
4 reversals in 59 games.
So the 5th fumble of the game for the Steelers stands. 8 turnovers to none for the Browns.
I wonder if that's approaching a record.
Cleveland has sacked Pittsburgh 6 times. They've recovered 5 fumbles and intercepted 3 passes. Metcalf. He's inside the 20-yard line. To an end. 8 turnovers today by the Pittsburgh Steelers help seal their demise as Bud Carson, in his first game as an NFL head coach, waves to Chuck Noll and celebrates a victory as the Browns overwhelm Noll's Pittsburgh Steelers. The biggest victory in Cleveland opening game history and the worst defeat in Noll's career. The final score, Cleveland 51, Pittsburgh nothing.